The Protest That Solved the Murder, Part 2. The protest had done what the family alone could not. It forced the police to reopen a file on Daniel Price's death. Detectives went back into the evidence room and, for the first time in months, looked at the materials again. What they found shocked even them. The original autopsy was rushed, signed off in under 2 hours. But the bruises on Daniel's body told another story. Dark marks on his wrists suggested he had been restrained. There were defensive wounds on his arms, the kind made when someone is fighting for their life. None of this was in the official report. Then came the phone records. Daniel's last calls weren't to friends or family. They were to a city hotline, leaving messages about workplace corruption and naming names of supervisors he claimed were covering up dangerous practices. Detectives also discovered that 2 key witnesses, neighbors who reported hearing loud shouting that night, had been left out of the official file. Their statements were never documented. As this new information surfaced, the protests grew louder. Reporters followed every development, and Daniel's story spread beyond the city. What had once been labeled an accident now looked like a potential homicide. The department announced a second autopsy. Independent examiners confirmed what the family had been saying all along. Blunt force trauma, consistent with assault, not an overdose. The pressure was now unbearable for the city's leadership. For the first time, the word cover-up appeared in headlines. The public demanded to know who stood to gain from silencing Daniel Price. The family's fight had transformed into a movement. Ordinary people marched in the streets not just for Daniel, but for accountability. And as detectives pieced the truth together, a shocking discovery will reveal who was protecting the killer and why. Tomorrow, in Part 3, the truth behind Daniel's death finally comes to light.